rising star at 145 pounds. Of course, we're talking about Calvin Kattar, who's joining us from Las Vegas because, of course, he is there for his buddy Rob Font. There he is. Calvin, how are you?
I'm doing good, Ariel. How are you doing?
I'm doing really well. So big fight for the team on Saturday with Rob Font against Jose Aldo. Massive fight for him. We find out last week that you're coming back almost exactly to the day of your last fight. When you got the date, did you notice that it's 364 days since your last fight? January 15th, you last fought January 16th. Kind of weird, no?
Yeah, not because of my doing. I've been ready for a while now, but it's funny how it worked out, and it'll be 2 years now without a nice Christmas plate, But I don't really miss that so much as I did earlier in my career. But I'm happy to just have another opportunity, main event for the biggest promotion in the world.
So that's interesting. I actually thought it was your call to wait that long. Of course, we know how the fight against Max Holloway went. And I just thought that you needed some time off. You wanted some time off. In your perfect world, when would you have returned?
Not right away, obviously. You got to be smart about things. And as much as I would like, my heart probably wanted me to get back in there. My brain said take some time and just be patient. And my team, it was a collective decision. But realistically, I'd say like 6 months sounded like probably realistic. But more time. I never got worse preparing for a fight with more time. So, just kind of play it as it goes. And I've been just training hard and we've been getting in some work now for a while. So I'm ready to go beginning of 2022, kick off the year again with another main event.
Did you see this clip of Dana White from your fight last year where it seems like he's genuinely concerned that you were going to die? Say to your team, like, get the guy to the hospital right away. Have you seen this clip? And when you see it, what do you think?
I seen it briefly. I think it's nice people care about me, but I think a little bit of that maybe, I don't know if it's for the cameras, whatnot. I don't know what to believe with this shit, man. All I know is what I can control, and that's me going in there and trying to take the guy out in front of me. Max did a better job that night. Props to him. He's one of the greatest of all time for a reason. And I was happy to share the octagon with him that night. And we picked up some, we obviously picked up some things we need to work on and improve. And I think we've done that, so I'm excited to go out and show those improvements in the next one. And, but as far as Dana, like, freaking out, I get it, man. It probably didn't look that good, but, people giving Tyson probably a lot of shit for not throwing in the towel, but he probably would have had a lot more shit to deal with me than all the comments, and he sees me a lot more than all these, keyboard warriors.
Right. So at any point you weren't worried about your own health, your
I'm
longevity?
a fighter, man. Of course. Yeah. In the moment, no.
Right.
In the moment, I'm trying to definitely survive, but also try to get my hand raised, man. And you see it all the time. You're with the 1 second knockout. You can't count a guy out to the last second. But I also give him shit, but I wouldn't have. I get a sense to me too. If they were, they did what they did. We deal with it as a team anyway. But it worked out the way it did, and here we are.
How long did it take for you to fully recover from that fight? Like you said, 6 months, you would have been good. But obviously you needed a break, right? When did you start to feel like yourself in the gym following that fight, January 16th of this past year?
Well, I was kind of going hard for a while. I was training right through that pandemic. And I had fought like nonstop for a long time. So I probably could have used a little bit of a shakeout from in between camps and things. But I was pretty much go mode for a long time. But we're coming back from that trip from Abu Dhabi to Vegas. We pit stopped in Vegas and we did our concussion protocol. And my baselines were better than my debut in 2017. So I felt like overall I was with it. I could take a lot of damage, unfortunately. But people like to be tough in this game. I know being tough can get you hurt, but it just so happened, man, the way it worked out. Max, landed some good shots and dictated the fight. But I felt good. I felt good pretty much. Obviously, even that 17-hour flight, man, tell me about how I felt even just how long it took me to settle in after just the time change of that 17-hour flight,
right?
Flight, and then, fighting at whatever time we did. I know last time I was out there, we fought at 8 a.m. We're up in the pool having drinks at like 11 and flying out at 2 p.m. I was like, what a way to wake up, you know?
Right. So, okay, so in this particular case, you're fighting in Vegas, right?
Yeah, I'm pumped. I've been looking to fight in Vegas for a long time. Rob's on his like 8th fight in Vegas now. Mr. Vegas out here, you know, spoiled. So I'm happy, man. I'm excited to be able to compete, and then, you know, hopefully be done around that 9 o'clock time frame out here, and then just, you know, not be in such a rush to see people that come out and support me, and before we all jet back to our hometowns, you know.
I was wondering if by the beginning of 2022 they'd start to move out of the Apex for these fight night events, but it doesn't seem like that's the case with your event being at the Apex. I mean, it's nice. It's probably very, you know, easy to access from the hotel, no stress. But, you know, are you jonesing for a big crowd show? Is that, you know, because of the pandemic, you haven't had an opportunity? I know in Abu Dhabi there were a few fans, but like, you know, these, you know, 15, 18,000, you know, capacity crowd events that we've had so many times over the years.
Yeah, it'd be great to have those back. I do have a lot of people planning on coming out and support me, but they won't be in the venue on fight night, unfortunately. You know, it won't be a few of them, but they're just chomping at the bit to come out and support me. So they're just coming. I mean, part of that's just Vegas, you know, too.
Right.
You're wrong. People love a reason to go to Vegas, but I'm just happy to be able to have some of my family come out. I know during the pandemic, they couldn't even travel. So I'm just happy that they could at least travel to the city, state, you know, and we can hopefully enjoy some food or something like that after the fight, because I haven't even been able to do that in a long time. So I'm just grateful for that.
Have you had a chance? Have you wanted to sit down and watch the full 25-minute fight against Holloway?
I've watched it. Yeah, I've watched it. It was. I landed some shots for it, but as bad as it was, I did land some shots. But Max is tough, man. He walked through. He pressured well, like he did in the Yair fight. And like I said, I definitely picked up a lot of things that he did in that fight, and he did a great job of it. And a guy is, you know, solid as, you know, Max or some of these other greats in the game, like it's like they could put a mistake under a microscope and magnify it, you know, on fight night. So it's not like it could have looked like a lot, like it was really, really bad, but it's kind of just like, I think minimal things that I did wrong that, you know, on fight night, just it looked the way it did. But also, you know, Max came ready to go. But I don't forget the reporters all counting them out. Always on a 0-2 fights skid. You know, what do you think if he loses this fight? He could be the next Kevin Lee. You know, but that's all bullshit. I was like, you know, you guys are all they just want the next storyline, next clip, man. I knew Max was tough when he went in there, and you know, I was just appreciative of the opportunity to have these big moment opportunities and main events. And you're going to fight tough guys when you get them. You know, you don't. A great main event isn't one side; it's both sides. You know, so I think it made for a great fight. Like I said, Max did his thing, and I'm looking forward to earning the opportunity to step in there with him again. And the comments I read, man, it just shows me how these guys are just built different. Like, you know, that's why they stay in the comment section.
What, meaning like people counting you out, not thinking that you can beat a Max Holloway, that type of stuff?
No, just like, how could you like even want to fight that guy again? You know, like the stat. I mean, I don't know. Listen,
that's what makes you different.
Cool I'm cool with stumbling on my way trying to chase greatness, man. These guys stumble on the way to the supermarket.
Don't let the comments get to you. You shouldn't read the comments.
I mean, no, they're funny, man. I mean, at least spell my damn name right? I was gonna do the, you know, just. Yeah, every now and then, man, it's funny because, I mean, you can't help but read it sometimes when you're already on it and then you catch it. But no, man, it's all funny, man. We joke about it too all the time. Like the higher rank you get, the higher the ladder you climb, the more qualified your critics too, man, because they come with statistics.
Oh yeah,
like they're pretty good, man. So you know, shout out to them.
F that. Don't read that stuff. Nothing makes me more upset, sad when I see like a fighter like you went in there 25 minutes. Yeah, it didn't go your way, but you freaking laid it all on the line. And then you'll go on your Instagram, whatever. And there's people, I mean, like what compels someone to go straight to the source, tag you and write like, just if you know what, if you want to critique, don't freaking tag the guy, just do it on your own little page. But like to go straight to you, you don't think this guy knows that, you know, he didn't win, he didn't lose? Like, come on, man. I don't understand the mentality of someone that does that, and I hope you don't take it to heart. Could I ask though? You mentioned something earlier. You said a couple things that I did wrong. Just from your expert brain, like what did you do wrong? What do you wish you would have done differently in that fight?
I mean, a lot of little things. He did a lot of things well. I'll let Giga try to figure all that shit out.
Okay.
But as far as I'm concerned, like as far as the last fight, man, honestly, I know people are gonna want to talk about it, but even if I won the damn thing, I wouldn't really want to talk about it that much anyway. I probably want to talk about it less. You know what I mean?
All right.
But I hear you. But as far as like, I'm not so much focused on like the last guy as much as I am the next guy. And even aside from that, I'm more focused on myself than the next guy. You know what I mean? I don't really care so much about most of these guys. I'm trying to just focus on myself. I think you can get lost in the opponent, especially when they switch them up on you on Fight Week. Some shit happens. I really just try to keep my focus on the things I can control, staying in the present moment, all the boring shit, man. But it really is what pays and shows in results on fight night. You just keep focusing on what you can control.
So let me ask you, what have you improved on the most since we last saw you? What did you feel like you needed to work on this past year, and what do you think you're better at?
I've just been continuing to improve. I haven't stopped, man. Over the pandemic, I think I've seen the most gains, aside from obviously it didn't work out the well in the last one, but I made a lot of improvements through the pandemic. And since then, just continuing to improve as a martial artist, a well-rounded martial artist. I could have presented a lot more threats to Max on fight night. And, even just switching it up, maybe shooting the takedown, maybe taking just different, if one door shuts, try another one, and things like that. But, it didn't really show my full, arsenal in that fight. But that being said, man, like I said, I think I'm making improvements in the total MMA game. And wherever the fight goes with Giga, I'm ready, man.
So Giga, is he a guy that you were aware of? Like when they get, I mean, obviously he's been doing some things, but do you watch the other guys in your weight class? Did you know who he was? Did you know that he was on this role?
I mean, as of late, maybe when he called me out after said some shit, I guess, I think after the Max fight, like probably a week or two later, someone, like I said, I really don't pay attention a ton, but someone had, I'm in a group message with all my buddies. It's like a UFC chat that they always, that's how I found out like Jeremy missed weight was from my group chat. I would just made weight. And then in my group chat, I'm looking at the message like, oh, Jeremy showed up overweight, this, that. And I'm like, so I'm in a group text and it's always current, anything to do with the UFC and they're on it, man. These guys are good. But and supposedly Giga had said something. Honestly, I don't even know what he said, but it was distasteful. Gid had some something he wanted to say after my last fight, and I'm looking forward to the opportunity to make him pay for it in the next one.
Max, the champ. Obviously, I'm sure you're aware of the champ in your weight class, Volkanovski. Could I ask, who do you think wins if they meet for a third time?
Honestly, I'd say it'd be closer to like that last one, just 50-50 maybe. But I got a lot of respect for both those guys, man. I like the way they carry themselves. They take on, the champ wants contenders, and he's not afraid to take them on. And they're just down to fight. That they're about it. They want the tough competition. They want who's the best and who's next in line. And I respect that. So I think the bottom guys underneath there got to figure it out. And I'm just going to work on, like I said, what I can control, try to earn those big moment opportunities back against the top dogs. And that starts with a big win over Giga in January.
And for the team, it continues with Rob fighting Jose Aldo this weekend. Massive fight for him. I had an opportunity to talk to him on Monday, which was very exciting. I haven't had an opportunity to have him on the show prior to that. He seems ready to go. He seems pretty locked in. I'm assuming your level of confidence going into this fight for your guy, for your buddy, for your training partner is pretty damn high.
Always through the roof, man. And that's an earned perspective. I got a front row seat at Rob's training camp every day, and the kid just finds a way to improve and look better, even through the injury. I was almost the most impressed when he messed up his knee. He found a way to improve without even physically training, mentally, just watching films, studying. And the kid's impressive, man. He puts in the work and it's no surprise that he has this, big fight, big moment opportunity in front of him. And I'm excited for him.
You're a New England guy, obviously. Patriots fan?
Hell yeah, 8-4, baby. Let's
Come
go.
on, man. I'm happy we're having you on Wednesday. I'm a Bills fan. Bills Mafia for life. Monday Night Football. We're about to tell the world that you guys are a joke, that you're a never was. Mac Jones is all hype. Everyone wants him to be the next Tom Brady. We are going to lay the smackdown on those poser Patriots on Monday Night Football. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for some damn football? Yeah, some poser Patriots. That's right. What do you have to say about that?
We're always been. I think the Bills are the never was.
Oh,
we've always been.
No. That was an old era. You guys are still living in the past, and you're praying to the gods that Mac Jones is 1/10 as good as Tom Brady. Let me tell you what's going to happen when you waltz into Orchard Park on Monday. Josh Allen is going to remind y'all that there's a new king of the AFCs. Remember these words Monday night when you guys are watching back home in frigid Massachusetts. The Bills are for real. Y'all were never wases, all right? Everyone's so excited. I'm not talking about the 2014 Patriots. I'm talking about the 2021 Patriots.
All right. Well, that being said, I think you guys should stick to jumping on the tables and during the tailgate and let the Patriots worry about playing football on game day.
We'll see. What's your prediction?
But my prediction is Patriots. All the way. In Bill we trust, man. Nothing changes. In Bill we trust. I know we lost a good one in Tom, man. He's got... Man, it's fun to watch him do his thing, but we almost had him in that game, man. That was some bullshit. But shout out to Bray for getting the job done. But Bill's coming, and I hope we see a Bucs-Patriots Super Bowl 2022.
Yeah,
that'd be dope.
That ain't happening in Bill We Trust. Last year, when Cam Newton was stinking up the joint, everyone was like, Bill lost his magic. He lost his magic. Now everyone's back on the bandwagon. It don't matter. Yeah. There's a new king in town. Buffalo Bills.
Not to be confused with In Bills We Trust. Bill We Trust. All right, In Bill. Don't get it confused over there.
I'll text you Monday night at around 11 p.m. Eastern time, and we'll see what's what, all right?
We'll have to put a little wager on it, though.
Well, I don't do that. I don't bet on my team, all right? I don't bet on my team.
No money. No money. Yeah, I'm going to think of something. I'll get back to you, but yeah, we're going to put something on. You can't just talk all that shit and not throw something on the damn game.
All right. Well, I'll await that text. Good luck on Monday. More importantly, good luck Saturday night to the team. And, of course, good luck on January 15th against Giga. Excited to see you back. That's a great fight. So I wish you the best, my man.
Appreciate it, Ariel. Thank you, Brian.
All right. There he is, Calvin Kattar, representing the New England Cartel. They'll have a great night on Saturday. They ain't going to have a great night on Monday night. I'll tell you that.